Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what's really out there? We see countless tiny lights, each one a distant sun. But what if I told you that one of those giant fiery stars could just vanish? Not in a million years, but in a matter of days. Imagine a star, a celestial giant, 1,000,000 times brighter than our own sun, shining brilliantly one moment and then gone the next. This isn't science fiction, it's one of the biggest, most puzzling mysteries in the universe today. Astronomers are like cosmic detectives, searching for clues to this incredible vanishing act. It challenges everything we thought we knew about how stars live and die. This cosmic magic trick is a genuine phenomenon that has left scientists scratching their heads. We are used to thinking of space as a place where things happen very slowly. A mountain erodes over millions of years. A continent drifts over eons. Stars are born, live. So what exactly is a star? When you look up at night, you see tiny twinkling dots of light. Those dots are enormous, powerful engines of creation. A star is a giant ball of hot, glowing gas, mostly hydrogen-helium. Deep inside its core, pressure and temperature are incredibly high. Atoms smash together and merge. This is nuclear fusion, like billions and billions of hydrogen bombs every second. Fusion releases unbelievable energy. That energy makes a star shine. It travels outward through the star's layers and escapes as light and heat. The life of a star is incredibly long. Far longer than anything we can imagine on Earth. Most stars, including our sun, live for billions of years. Think about that for a second. The entire history of humanity is just a tiny fraction of a star's life. The dinosaurs lived and died, mountains rose and fell, and all this time the stars in our sky look pretty much the same as they do tonight. A star's lifespan depends on one main thing: its mass. How much stuff it's made of determines how long it will live and how it will die. It's a simple rule with spectacular consequences for the entire universe. Smaller stars, like red dwarfs, are the marathon runners of the cosmos. They are much less massive than our sun, so they burn their hydrogen fuel very, very slowly. Like a small campfire carefully managed to last. These stars can live for trillions of years. That's hundreds of times longer than the current age of the universe. Because the universe is only about 13.8 billion years old, not a single red dwarf has had enough time to die yet. Every red dwarf ever born is still shining somewhere out there. They are the universe's ultimate survivors. On the other hand, massive stars are the rock stars of the universe. They live fast and die young. So we know that stars live for millions of years or billions of years, and we know that massive stars usually die in a brilliant supernova explosion. But what about the vanishing star? What if a star could just disappear without the big fireworks show? This is the new cosmic mystery that has astronomers so excited. The idea is that for some stars, the grand finale of a supernova might fail. Instead of exploding outward, the star just collapses. It's a strange and unsettling thought. One day, a bright, massive star is there, and the next, there's nothing but empty space. It's a disappearing act on a cosmic scale. This isn't just a wild guess, it comes from our understanding of gravity and the extreme physics inside a dying star. When a very massive star runs out of fuel, its core collapses under its own tremendous weight. Normally, this collapse bounces and triggers the supernova explosion that blasts the star's outer layers into space. Let's dive a little deeper into this idea of a failed supernova. It's a fascinating, if somewhat disappointing, end for a majestic star. The process starts when a massive star, a red supergiant, is at the very end of its life. It has swollen up to an enormous size, maybe even large enough to swallow the orbit of Jupiter. Its core has burned through all its lighter elements and is now made of iron. Iron is cosmic ash. Fusing it consumes energy. This is the point of no return. The engine shuts down and gravity takes over. Successful supernova. Violent, brief shockwave blasts layers into space. Diagram. Successful supernova explosion. Failed supernova. The shockwave stalls. Diagram. Failed supernova with outer layers falling back. Especially stars around 20 times the mass of our sun. Up to 25 times the mass of our sun. The shockwave isn't strong enough. It stalls. Outer layers lose momentum and fall back toward the center. This isn't just a theory. Astronomers think they have actually seen this happen. The best evidence comes from a galaxy called NGC 6946. This galaxy has a special nickname, the Fireworks Galaxy. It gets this name because it has an unusually high number of supernova. We've seen 10 of them explode there in the last century alone. Because it's so active, astronomers keep a close eye on it, hoping to catch a star just before it goes supernova. In 2009, they noticed a massive star, about 25 times the mass of our sun, that started to get brighter. They thought they were about to witness another spectacular explosion. They gave the star a designation, N6946, BH1. The BH stands for black hole, a hint of what they suspected might happen. For about a year, the star shone brightly, as if it were struggling in its final moments. But then, it did something completely unexpected. Instead of exploding into a brilliant supernova, it just started to fade. Over the next few years, it grew dimmer and dimmer. By 2015, when astronomers looked with the powerful Hubble Space Telescope, the star was gone. Where a luminous, massive star once blazed, there was now only darkness. It had vanished from sight in the visible spectrum. Of course, the astronomers had to be certain. They considered other possibilities. Could the star just be hidden behind a thick cloud of dust that it had ejected? When we think of the death of a star, the image that comes to mind is almost always a supernova. It's the Hollywood blockbuster ending, a massive explosion, a brilliant flash of light, a beautiful expanding cloud of gas called a nebula. Supernovae are one of the most powerful events in the universe. They are how the cosmos enriches itself with the heavy elements necessary for planets and for life. For a long time, we thought this was the only way for a massive star to go. It seemed like a fundamental rule: big stars go out with a bang. This made the idea of a quiet death even more revolutionary. The failed supernova offers a completely different narrative. It's the art house film ending instead of the blockbuster. It's subtle, mysterious. The pull of the unknown. So why does a story about a disappearing star millions of light years away capture our imagination? It's a giant ball of gas that turned into an invisible object. Why do we care? I think it's because these mysteries speak to something deep within us, our innate curiosity. As a species, we are explorers. We have always looked at the horizon and wondered what lies beyond it. We have climbed the highest mountains. We have dived to the deepest oceans. The night sky is our ultimate ocean, the final frontier. And it is filled with wonders that challenge our understanding and ignite our sense of awe. When we learn about a phenomenon like a failed supernova, we are reminded that the universe is far more strange, complex, and beautiful than we could have ever imagined. It's not a static, predictable machine. The universe is the greatest story ever told, and it's a story that is still being written. Every day, astronomers are making new discoveries that add new chapters to our cosmic saga. The mystery of the vanishing star is just one of those chapters. It's a puzzle that we are just beginning to piece together. There are so many other questions out there waiting for an answer. What is dark matter? What is dark energy? Are we alone in the universe? These are the questions that drive science forward and keep our sense of wonder alive. Don't ever let anyone tell you that science is boring. It's the most exciting adventure there is. It's a journey into the unknown, a quest for knowledge that takes us from the smallest particles to the largest structures in the cosmos. The best way to be a part of this adventure is to stay curious. If you enjoyed this journey into the cosmic unknown, make sure to subscribe for more explorations of our amazing universe. Like this video if you found it fascinating, and share it with someone who you think would love to have their mind blown. Keep thinking big.